Welcome back to the channel, guys. And remember, before you finish this video, give it a like and drop a sub. It really helps us content creators. Anyways, today we're going to drop straight into the video, and the video is ranking my top 5 Black Ops Cold War Zombies perks. And I'm here with my friend, who's also here. He's my best friend. Anyways, we're going to rank perks together, and we're going to rank our top 5s. Anyways, without a further notice, let's get straight into this video. So, for my top 5, my 5th favorite perk from Black Ops Cold War Zombies is probably Deadshot Daiquiri. I know, what a surpriser. I mean, it really sucked in every other game. It would probably be considered one of the worst perks in other Zombies games. However, Cold War switches things up because now you can get more than 4 perks. And usually I find myself going for Deadshot Daiquiri a lot in order to get rid of those pesky headshot challenges in order to get the Dark Ether camo. But other than that, I believe Deadshot Daiquiri also is very good against dealing damage against zombies, because over time it increases damage against zombies, which is very helpful against boss zombies and whatnot. And also, I love the hip fire spread. I love how it just shortens to a certain amount, and that makes this perk really amazing to use. And on top of this, I just love the aimbot ability so much. It just makes life so much easier, and once you use it once, you just can't go back. Anyways, that's why I chose Deadshot Daiquiri for number 5.
Alright, in my number 5 spot, I got Depth Perception. The ability to see zombies through walls in later rounds is incredibly powerful. It helps you not get trapped, and it can completely save a run when paired with other perks such as PhD Slider with a rocket launcher. Along with the 20% more loot salvage and other benefits of it, and such as armor penetration, it's truly a great perk for late game with dealing with the armored zombies, and also buying score streaks and other abilities to help you progress.
So, here's our little debate on why we picked our top 5. So for me, the reason I think Death Perception isn't as good as a top 5 is mostly for the reason because, sure, penetration to zombies for armor damage is really nice. However, I feel that Deadshot Daiquiri is the thing you just go for first. You don't always go for Death Perception first. I think that's more of a late game perk, and while yes, it does serve well in the late game, I don't think it serves as well as Deadshot Daiquiri because it helps you so much with getting those critical kills for the camos.
Alright, so playing on PC, the ability to lock onto zombies' heads and provide headshots is pretty much useless. When you're a PC player, there's really no need for any of that. It doesn't work. So that's why I put Death Perception up there, and I would put Deadshot somewhere down in the 8 or 9 spot.
So that's why console players are just made better. On console, you get Deadshot Daiquiri effects, bro. This is why console's so much better than PC.
30 FPS.
Shut up, bitch. So, for my number 4, I picked Stamina Up. Stamina Up is one of the most useful perks in the game. And while yes, maybe not as useful as Jug, or maybe not as good as PhD Slider, it is definitely one of the best perks. And it's definitely something that you have to get. And it definitely is great on the bigger maps such as Forsaken, or Foreskin, or Marauder Totem, because it just increases your running speed by so much, bro. It's like turning from like their average Joe into Usain Bolt. It just is so good for running away from the zombies, and allows you to just dodge, weave from all the zombies, and that's where I think Stamina belongs in the number 4 position.
In my number 4 spot, I put Elemental Pop. When it's standing alone, it's not the best perk in the game, but when it's paired with my 1, 2, and 3 spot, it's Electric Cherry, tier 5 perk is incredibly powerful. It stuns the zombies, and it provides you an out in situations where you would normally have no chance, along with its other perks such as increasing elemental weakness and reducing ammo mod cooldowns. It's incredibly powerful when paired with any other perk in the game.
So ultimately, while yes, Elemental Pop is a really good perk, I believe that Stamina Up is better because Stamina Up saves you from more situations than any Elemental Pop situation would. And while yes, the Electric Cherry part is really useful for some occasions, the other part of it, which the ammo mod, the most important part of it, is just useless as hell. Essentially, all it is just an Electric Cherry 2.0, which is just mediocre at best. And Electric Cherry was never one of the best perks in the game. So, why did you pick Electric Cherry?
Well, when paired with Juggernaut, Quick Revive, and all these other perks, it provides like a perfect out in bad situations, especially when paired with rocket launchers and PhD Slider.
Why is it better than Stamina?
Stamina is, I would say it's good. It's in the 6th spot, but I mean, running faster isn't gonna save you all the time.
I mean, it'll save you a lot of time, but it could also get you out of situations that you normally wouldn't have been able to get through out of before. And in order to use elemental pop, you have to have like not reloaded for a long time. You have to be like 2 or 10 bullets, because electric cherry only works when you have very little ammo in it in the clip, and it's not guaranteed to save you all the time. It'll just knock down the zombies around you, and on higher rounds it becomes very ineffective.
That's why it all comes down to pairing. You have to pair it with the perks that'll benefit it, such as, like I said, PhD slider and a rocket launcher or an explosive weapon, which you will reload fast, and you will stop taking damage in between shots and reloading.
Okay, Slowpoke, with the 0 slow movement speed. You really have no movement speed.
Why move when you can stand still, shoot the ground, or get to round 100?
Shut up, but you can't even get to 100.
Shut up, fat ass.
So, for number 3, I think it's a solid Jug. Jug is always the old reliable, always gives you that increased health, and well, it's just everything you want from a perk, you know? It increases health, and it doesn't need to be any more extravagant than that. And while yes, it'll give you an extra hit if you have armor, it's just good. It's all around goodness. However, I don't think it's better than Quick Revive or definitely PhD Slider, because armor replaces Jug in this game. Simple as that. Why get Jug when you can use armor? That's the big thing I'm saying. Like, Jug is definitely a great perk, don't get me wrong, and it's definitely a go-to perk, but not over the other 2 perks. But overall, Jug is a great perk, don't get me wrong, 3rd best perk in the game, and ultimately is old reliable and is amazing.
Okay, coming to my number 3 spot, I have Quick Revive. It is very, very powerful in late game, like you said. The armor qualities of it can save your life in almost any situation, but in early game I don't think it's as viable. You don't have as many armor plates, and the other traits of this perk are pretty much only useful in solo mode. While Jug is great for early game, having that extra hit will save your life many times, up until the point where the armor qualities of Quick Revive can become applicable.
So I can see why you put Jug above Quick Revive, and I guess if I saw it from your point, I mean, Quick Revive is just, you know, a lot worse because you don't have to revive people. You know, for me it's so important because I gotta revive your ass 50 times in one game, bro. How is that even possible? Oh my god. But anyways, I believe Quick Revive is just the superior perk because you get to revive your down characters and other people. And on top of that, you're gonna revive your own self, bro. Like, bro, Quick Revive should definitely be above Jug. I don't know about you, but we're just gonna
I just think if it comes down to when you die the most, I die a lot in the early game, so having Jug to save my ass in almost every situation is great. In late game, if you die, you're done. You lose your perks, it's pretty much impossible to come back from it. So early game is very important, and not dying there is pretty.
I don't know, man, but I think just get better at the game and then Quick Rev becomes better than Jug.
Shut up, fat ass.
At my number 2 spot, I have Quick Revive. Quick Revive is just objectively the better perk. I mean, it heals you faster, so it essentially does what Jug does, but in a different way. And then on top of this, it helps you revive your teammates, and as soon as you revive them, bro, you get like full health and like super speed. And on top of this, if you get a kill while in last stand, you get rezzed. So I feel like Quick Revive is just the superior perk to Jug. And obviously, I don't think we have to argue about this again, so we just argued about this last time.
Alright, really quickly, my number 2 spot, I put Jug. We already argued about this. I believe early game is very important, and that's the time I find myself struggling the most. Late game, once you get a setup, it's pretty easy, but I could see why you think Quick Revive takes the number 2 spot.
At the number 1 spot, we both got PhD Slider. Isn't that right?
Yep, it's incredibly powerful, especially for an unskilled player like me who doesn't play the game too much. The ability to shoot the ground with a rocket launcher and not take any damage is helpful.
And the movement speed is so good, bro. You literally get to slide around the map just like in BO3 with the shit bunny sliding. This shit is so OP too. Like, you slide so far, and on top of this, when you slide into a zombie, they just boom, skadoosh, disappear from reality. And even if you jump from a large distance, boom, skadoosh, disappear from reality. I think just PhD Slider is just the best perk in the game. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching the video. And remember to give this video a like and subscribe, and make sure to help my boy out because he's kind of ass at this game. Like, really, I'm just kidding, but he's actually pretty solid and decent player, zombies. But anyways, remember to like this video, subscribe, share it with your friends, share it with your family, because if you don't, you're not getting a cookie. Anyways, peace out.